Facility 2 years ago. Technology has totally revolutionized dairy farming. Fast Milk gives us the tools to provide high quality standard of milk, making sure our equipment is all well taken care of, make sure that those animals are housed and cared for appropriately. They continue to push us with their standards to make sure that it just gets better and better.
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center, where the Warriors are looking to bounce back after a 7-2 loss to the Swift Current Broncos here in Game 1 of this second round series. Not the way the Warriors had hoped this series would open up in front of a capacity crowd at the hangar in downtown Moose Jaw. I'm Marc Smith. I will be recapping tonight's game with the post-game show here on IKS Media Warriors Live. We'll hear from head coach Mark O'Leary in just a little bit, but we'll start the night with the game scoring summary. Also have the 3 stars, Connexus save of the game, and the out-of-town scoreboard. Let's take a look at the game scoring summary, and it was not the start Moose Jaw had hoped for here in downtown Moose Jaw. Falling behind 4-0 to the Swift Current Broncos, battling their way back, but then 3 goals in that third period seals it for Swift Current. It starts with Brady Burney getting his first of the playoffs at 14:49. That made the big contingent of Bronco fans pretty happy with that one. And then just under 30 seconds later, Josh Fillman gets his 4th of the playoffs, making it 2-0 in favor of Swift Current after 1 period of play. Starting the second period, Josh Fillman gets his 2nd of the night, 5th of the playoffs at 8:25 on the power play to make it a 3-0 lead. Then Brady Burney gets his 2nd of the night, 2nd of the playoffs at 12:57. It's all Broncos at that point, leading 4-0 here against the Warriors. But then Moose Jaw finds some life late in the period with 1:28 to go. Braden Yeager rifles home his 3rd of the playoffs on the power play, making it a 4-1 game. Only 1:15 later, the Warriors would do it again. Jagger Furcus with his 3rd of the playoffs, tipping home a Wojtek Port point shot, and it was 4-2 after 2 periods of play. The Warriors going into the intermission with all the momentum, but it was quickly squashed by the Broncos. 4:50 into that second period, Connor Vidston with his 2nd of the playoffs, finding the rebound after Matthew Ward's point shot hit the crossbar, and then that made it 5-2. The Broncos would get another one from Matthew Ward at 7:18, his 1st of the playoffs, making it 6-2 at that point, and then Ty Copeland seals the victory with his 1st of the playoffs at 10:56, making it a 7-2 final here in downtown Moose Jaw. The shots on goal in this hockey game actually in favor of the Warriors, 35-32, 11-7 in that third period. Moose Jaw finishing in 11-7 in favor of Swift Current in the third period, 35-32 overall in favor of Moose Jaw on the night. Warriors generated a lot of opportunities in the offensive end, but just couldn't find a way to break through Reed Dick consistently. Missed a lot of nets as well, did the Warriors. Power plays, 1 for 2 for Swift Current, 1 for 4 on the night for Moose Jaw. That power play opportunities in the first period, late in the first period, really a momentum breaker for Moose Jaw as they had an opportunity there. Some good chances on both those late in the first period to start the second. Couldn't find a way to break through there. Eventually do get a power play goal from Braden Yeager late in that second period, but Warriors go 1 for 4 with the man advantage here tonight. Jackson Unger making 18 saves on 24 shots before being replaced by Dimitri Fortin with about 12 minutes to go in the game. Fortin stopped 7 of 8 shots, whereas Reed Dick 33 saves on 35 shots to pick up the victory between the pipes for the Swift Current Broncos. Let's take a look at your 3 stars of the hockey game. It's a Swift Current heavy 3 stars. Connor Vidston is your 3rd star here tonight with a goal and 3 points and a +2 night for the Swift Current Broncos forward. He finishes with a goal and 3 points in this one. 2nd star, Brady Burney, was kind of the motor for the Broncos here in this game. He got 2 goals, both one in to open the scoring, and then again the 4th goal there in the second period. And your 1st star, Josh Philman, had the 2 goals between those 2 Burney goals. Finishes with 2 goals, 3 points on the night, 5 shots on net, and a +2 here for Josh Philman in this one. That is your 3 stars of the hockey game. The Connexus save of the night, Jackson Unger making 18 stops in this hockey game. Here was his best one coming in the second period. Nice chance in the slot for Ryan McCleary. Gets some good lumber on it. Jackson Unger directs that away with the pad. That is your Connexus save of the night, one of 18 in the game for the Moose Jaw Warriors. 18-year-old netminder. Big stop there from Jackson Unger. That is your Connexus save of the night. We'll take a quick break and we'll hopefully connect with Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary when we come back next on IKS Media Warriors Live.
Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more and more and more and more. Hit the road, Sask, and always come back to see more. And more and more and more and more and more. And more and more and more and more and more and more and more. Yeah!
Welcome back into the Moose Jaw Event Center as we continue to make our way through the Warriors' 7-2 loss to the Swift Current Broncos here in Game 1 of this first round series. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as we wait to connect with Warriors head coach Mark O'Leary. The Sask Lottery's out-of-town scoreboard. 3 other games in the Western Hockey League as the 3 other series get underway here tonight. Up in Saskatoon, it was 4-1 win for the Blades over the Red Deer Rebels in Game 1 of their second round series. Fraser Minton had a pair of goals. Vaughn Roderoot and Brandon Lazowski with the other goals. Carson Burney scores for Red Deer in that one. In Prince George, the Cougars are leading the Kelowna Rockets 2-0 after 2 periods of play. McNutt with a goal, as well as Parasak with the other one for the Cougars in that one as they lead this one 2-0 through 40 minutes of play. In Portland, it is all Winterhawks through 2 periods of play against the Silvertips. 3 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second, and they lead that one 6-2. Jugnot with a couple of goals. Chizowski with a couple of goals for Portland in that one. Uremko and Davies with the other ones. Smith and Berg have the goals for Everett in that game as Portland has a 6-2 lead late in the second period of Game 1 of their series. So all series getting underway tonight. Saskatoon and Red Deer will be off tomorrow as they take a break for Saskatchewan Rush in action up in Saskatoon tomorrow night, so they will play Game 2 coming up on Sunday. Let's head down to the Warriors locker room where I'm being joined by head coach Marc O'Leary after tonight's 7-2 loss to the Swift Current Broncos. Coach, obviously not the start this team was looking for here in this series, but I guess what's the message to the team after a game like this to open up a series?
Get up quick, punch back. It's no different than any other tough time that we've been through, and this group's been through their fair share, and each and every time they get up, they dust themselves off, and they punch back in a hurry. So that's what we expect tomorrow.
Well, with a score like that, it's tough to find positives, but it did look like this team played the game it was looking to play here going into this series. Some good opportunities in the offensive end. We're able to limit the Broncos through the first two periods pretty much in the defensive end. I guess your thoughts on how this team played overall in this game.
Yeah, I don't really care about the score, to be honest with you. I thought, for long stretches of the game, I thought we were the better team. Scoring chances wise, we had more than enough to win the game, and I thought we did a fairly good job throughout the course of the night, really limiting their opportunities on the inside. I think early on we forced some pucks through the neutral zone that resulted in some opportunities the other way, but overall I think there's some positives to take out from tonight, and we'll certainly do that. But at the end of the day, when you lose a game, there's things you need to clean up, and we'll have to do that as well.
Do you feel like in the locker room it's a resilience mindset for this team coming out of that game?
Yeah, that's the last thing I worry about is our guys being able to bounce back. I don't. They've never shown me any different, that they'll be ready to go tomorrow morning, and that excitement will be back there. And one thing about playoffs, we say it after wins. There's no momentum game to game. It's over. It's done with. Turn the page and fresh start tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me tonight, and good luck going into Game 2 tomorrow night.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you to Warriors head coach Marc O'Leary for joining us here on the post-game show. We'll finish up the night with the NHL scores for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Sask Lotteries. 5-2 win for Carolina over St. Louis. Predators winning 5-1 over the Blackhawks in Chicago. The Coyotes take a 3-2 overtime win over the Edmonton Oilers, with the news breaking that the Coyotes will be moving to Salt Lake City after this season, but they come away with a big win there in Edmonton. The Calgary Flames are up 4-0 on the Ducks after 2 periods of play, and the Vegas Golden Knights have a 4-1 lead on the Minnesota Wild after 2 periods there in Vegas. So as Coach O'Leary said, lots to build off for the Warriors coming out of that game, and just kind of move on from the score. Warriors falling 7-2 to the Swift Current Broncos in Game 1 of this first round series. Game 2 going tomorrow night here in downtown Moose Jaw. There's limited standing room and tickets available. Maybe some other tickets released at noon tomorrow at the Moose Jaw Event Center box office. Get there early to get those, and also get to the rink early, as there will be a pregame tailgate party out on the front pad with music, food trucks, cheap beer, and more. So get the party started, and then hopefully bring the energy into the building and get the Warriors fired up and ready to go for Game 2 of this best-of-7 series. Tomorrow night, puck drops at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 6:45 with your pregame show, and we'll have your postgame recap as well tomorrow night. So Warriors falling tonight, 7-2 in Game 1 of this series against the Swift Current Broncos. Thank you for tuning in on IKS Media Warriors Live.